All right. Live on YouTube. Are we live on YouTube? We are. Okay, live on Rumble. Good afternoon. Hello. Welcome to This Day in History, AKTDH. I am AOXander. UVRU. We will be joined by the Golden Loon here shortly. Yes, he has finally returned at long last. You know? And yeah, today is Tears. No, is it Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tears Day, aka Tuesday, May 5th. Yesterday was May the 4th be with you. Today is Revenge of the 5th. It's also Cinco de Mayo, the Mexican Independence Day. This show is about interesting and important events that happened today throughout the annals of recorded history. And we have a pretty good document for you today. 29 pages, not as crazy as the past couple of days, especially 5 days ago. Like, what was that, 57, 58 pages we had then? Anyway, starting with the year 553, we have the Second Council of Constantinople, the Fifth Ecumenical Council, opened. Okay? 1215, rebel barons renounced their allegiance to King John of England. This was part of a chain of events leading to the signing of the Magna Carta. That's a big one right there. 1260, Kublai Khan, grandson of Genghis Khan, became ruler of the Mongol Empire. Yep. 1430, Jews were expelled from Speyer, Germany. Here we go again. Why does this keep happening to them? But we can't question it for whatever reason. So, 1494, on his second voyage to the New World, Christopher Columbus sighted Jamaica, landing at Discovery Bay, declaring it the property of the Spanish crown. Yeah, the Jamaican people crazy there. 1609, the daimyo, or the lord, Shimzazu Tatsumi of the Satsuma domain in southern Kyushu, Japan, completed his successful invasion of the Ryukyu kingdom in Okinawa. 1640, English short parliament rises. I guess not too much, though. They're short. I wonder if it was a growth spurt, though. Welcome. Oh, it's been so long since you've been on here, man. Too long. So,
howdy, partner.
Yeah, you want to tell people how your trip was in Texas?
Been in Texas, had a great time.
Yeah, nice.
Wonderful fun.
Yeah.
What do we got?
Well, right here we have 1654, Cromwell's Act of Grace aimed at reconciliation with the Scots, Scotland, proclaimed in Edinburgh. Ultimately, though, the British would eventually subjugate them, and they still do to this day. 3 centuries ago, 1726, French ballerina Marie de Camargo, at the age of 16, made her premiere at the Paris Opera Ballets in Les Caractères de la Danse. So I guess that means dance. So something about dance. So, yeah. Where are we with that? Nope, no, we're not there yet. 1760. Actually, you know what? I'm going to ask you. Do you know who that is?
No, I don't.
All right, you will in a little bit.
Okay.
1760. Lawrence Shirley, the 4th Earl Ferrers, was the last aristocrat hung at Tyburn for the murder of his steward. This was held up. This is held up then as evidence of the rule of law. That was weird. 1762, Russia and Prussia signed the Treaty of St. Petersburg, ending the 7 Years' War. Excellent. Always nice when war is ended. 1764 as well, Smolny Institute formed in St. Petersburg for noble girls.
Noble girls.
Yeah. No girls of the noble descendantry.
Nobility.
Yeah. 1789, French Estates General met for the first time since 1614 at Versailles, summoned by King Louis XVI. So 1614 to 1789, that's over 100 years. That took a while.
It's a stretch.
Yeah. 1792, Jean-Baptiste Joseph Delambre commissioned to measure the meridian between Dunkirk to Rhodes to calculate the accurate length of the meter. So they're trying to figure out, specific what is a meter. Like, it's one thing to name units of measurements, but it's another thing to have them be concise. And this is actually, let's see, open image in new tab. If I can make a bigger version of this, I cannot, unfortunately. But this is a diagram of what appears to be like various like triangulations and measurements and everything like that. There's nothing here to read though. Well, here's another, diagram and everything. So, anyway, what else do we got here? 1795, Great Britain passed the tax on hair powder, a fee of 1 guinea a year, leading to a decline in its use. So,
What the heck's hair powder?
Powder for the hair. For
Oh,
wigs.
like wigs?
Yeah.
Oh,
Powdered
okay.
wigs.
Powdered wig, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's probably why they went out of style. So, people don't realize how easy the government and industry, the system, can make things out of style. All they gotta do is price out the poor people. So, 1807, citizenship was denied to the Jews of Argo Canton, Switzerland. So now we have two. We had something earlier today. Jews were expelled from Speyer, Germany. So,
Wow.
What's going on? Why does this keep happening to them? Not every ass kicking falls from the sky. So, we also have Mary Keith became the first woman to be issued a U.S. patent for weaving straw with silk and thread.
Oh.
Yeah, so she used the silk and thread to make straw. I don't think like edible straw, of course, but like a twine or something.
Okay. Yeah, that makes some sense, but I'll...
Well, I'm gonna look this up here really quick just to see what this means. Let's see here. For weaving straw. Let's see. Developed a method for weaving straw with silk. Okay, that's all what it's saying right there. It's not telling me. I guess to make these hats,
Oh, silk hats maybe, and they
Yeah.
look like straw, because I don't know
Yeah.
where straw comes out of it when they're talking.
I don't either. I mean, this is from over 200 years ago.
Yeah.
So, I think a straw hat, like that, looks like straw.
I guess.
So, what else do we got here? 1816, the American Bible Society was organized in New York. Okay. 1821, I'm going to give you one last chance at guessing who this guy was. I'll give you a hint. A very prominent figure in Europe. If you want me to tell you the country, I can.
Okay.
France.
Then now, go ahead.
Napoleon Bonaparte
Oh.
died in exile on the island of St. Helena in the South Atlantic Ocean.
Ah.
Yeah, that's him. That's Napoleon Bonaparte. He's
Yeah.
dead on the bed, and everybody's mourning and everything. So, anyway, 1821 as well. The first edition of the Manchester Guardian, now the Guardian, was published, and we have it right. This is actually a picture. Saturday, May 5th, 1821. 1821, May 5th. So that is the actual paper.
The original.
The original. So I wonder how they got it into such pristine condition, unless they had it saved somehow. So they even have like a little stamp up here. What else do we got here? 1835, King Leopold I of Belgium opened Brussels-Mechelen Railway. It was the first railway in continental Europe. So that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I only got that from the secondary source. They should have said that in the primary. That's big.
Yeah.
So, 1840, Thomas Carlyle began his famous lecture series, quote, The Hero as Divinity, end quote, later collected in his book on heroes, hero worship, and the heroic in history. Okay. 1842, citywide fire burned over 100 hours in Hamburg, Germany. Yikes. I guess somebody was getting a little too out of hand making hamburgers. So, 54, British Commodore James Plumridge attacked the Finnish settlements in the Gulf of Balthina, killing civilians and destroying British-owned goods. So a British destroying British-owned goods. I'm sure he got a reprimand from that.
Just a bit. That doesn't...
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's weird. 1855, New York State Commission on Emigration, with an E, so that's leaving,
Okay.
assumed lease of Castle Garden, now known as Castle Clinton, at the lower lip of Manhattan to be used for immigration, so for coming in.
Yeah.
So we have emigration taking care of
Yeah.
immigration. 1862, French army intervened in Puebla, Mexico, Cinco de Mayo. Troops led by Ignacio Zaragoza halted a French invasion in the Battle of Pueblo in Mexico. So this is this is celebrated in Mexico as essentially their Independence Day when they got the French out.
Yeah.
It's very similar to us when we got the British out. The French
Yeah.
helped us. Very
Yeah.
interesting. Which
Yeah.
is it's wild how times change and allegiances and sides switch and everything, because the other day I read an article saying Spanish and French something to the American Revolution. So French get all the credit, but Spain did a little bit of things to help us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then in the early 1800s, we turned around and went to war with them and took Cuba. So, but at the same time, Spain conquered and colonized Mexico, and then Mexicans are getting the French out. So both those parties helped us get the British. You see how everything's it's weird, 1865, the first U.S. train robbery at North Bend, Ohio. So I wonder if that's the first ever, 1865. I mean, I don't know.
That's what they're claiming.
Yeah, well, this is saying occurs at North Bend. So it could be, is this the first one at North Bend or the first one ever that so happens to take place at North Bend?
Well, the way I read it, the first train robbery at that place.
Yeah.
But
well, it can also be the first train robbery at that place.
I know.
Versus the first train robbery at this other place. You know?
English, I got what you're saying.
English is a bastard language, yeah. 1865 as well.
It is a bastard language.
Yep.
You're right.
Yeah, it is. It's, you know, the best way to explain English is like I was told one day, it's 3 languages in a trench coat pretending to be one. You know, that's the best way.
Well, I even got conquered many times.
Very true. Anglo-Saxons,
Yeah.
you know, and then the friggin' like the Vikings, you know, the Normans. So, 1865, during the American Civil War, the Confederate government was declared dissolved at Washington, Georgia. There's a Washington in Georgia, huh? Okay, that's the end. You know, so pretty interesting though that we covered Lincoln's death already. So he didn't die at the end of the Civil War.
Lincoln. He's assassinated.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
But we covered that in 1865, like a week or so, or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Well, this is the war's, you know, now it's declared dissolved. So the war was still going when he got assassinated. A lot of people, including myself, thought that it was already over.
Oh, I see.
But we've been covering battles in 1865 after his death. So it was still going.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, 1866, Memorial Day was first celebrated in the United States at Waterloo, New York. Huh. 1870, the British and Foreign Society for Improving the Embossed Literature of the Blind adopted Braille as the best format for blind people. Hell yeah. And dude, like, I've always wondered how you taught people how to read Braille.
I have no clue.
Well, right there.
It's amazing.
No, you have A, B, C, D, and you have the dots.
Yeah.
So you have it raised, so it's like, okay, that's A, okay, now this is the dot.
Yeah.
Because they don't raise every letter, you know, like if you raise every letter in a normal book, that's going to be a lot more work than just a bunch of dots.
Yeah.
So you have letters raised to teach them how to read. You have like wow, they even have accents. Like they have the alphabet here.
Yeah.
They have the numerics here, but then it says quadriumviry or something. It's like French. I see the O with like a little accent over it, and E with a double dot, you know. So they even have accents in Braille. And then here they have a comma, a semicolon, a colon, period, question mark, exclamation. Yeah, but this is teaching you everything.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'd love a copy of that book just so that way I can learn how to read Braille. Not that I need to, but
learn though.
But well, it'd be cool.
You could eventually, I guess.
Like, can you imagine like the pranks I could do? I'm just sitting there reading Braille, and then I get up, taxi, you know, like, oh, how you doing? You can see, yeah. 1877, Indian Wars, Sitting Bull led his band of Lakota into Canada to avoid harassment by the United States Army under Colonel Nelson Miles. You're gonna say something?
No.
Okay. And we have a third one here, 1881, anti-Jewish rioting in Kiev, Ukraine. What is happening? We have 3 anti-Jewish articles. Like, and you mean to tell me that these people just woke up one day and decided to hate Jews every single time? Something's up. Something's going on in history that we're not being told about involving the Jews that we are being held ignorant of for some reason. So, 1886, the Bayview tragedy occurred as militia fired upon a crowd of protesters in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, killing 7. Yikes. Ooh. Yeah. Wisconsin shot at Wisconsin National Guardsmen. So, 1887, 100 years before my birth, the Peruvian Academy of Language was founded. That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. 1891, Music Hall, now Carnegie Hall, opened in New York City, with Peter Elik Tashikovsky as guest conductor on the New York Music Society Orchestra. That's cool.
I always thought the very wealthy Carnegie donated and built it, but it was something else prior. And then
well, he could have built it, but then they named it later. Okay. Like he probably built it and named a.
Oh, that's probably okay.
Hold on a second. You know what? Did Carnegie build Carnegie Hall? I know I'm not spelling that right. Carnegie Hall is a concert venue, yada yada yada, designed by architect, built by its namesake. Designed by architect William Burnett Tuthill and built by his namesake, industrialist and philanthropist Andrew Carnegie. But this one's saying it was... Maybe it was just renamed afterward. So, you know what? I'm going to add this in the underbar section. If anybody wants to... let's see here. Carnegie Hall. If anyone wants to, let us know in the comment section, like, if we do have a serious discrepancy here, or what. So, what else do we got here? 1893, the Panic of 1893 caused a large crash on the New York Stock Exchange. We also have the Billboard in 1900 magazine changed to a weekly publication. So is that like the Billboard Top 100 thing, or is this something else?
No, it was a magazine or something.
Yeah.
It went to a public,
yeah,
a weekly publication, so it's not a billboard as we think of it.
Well, no, but you know the Billboard Top 100 for music and everything.
Yeah,
you know, like a list. Would that be this?
No,
would they list their top 100 in their magazine?
Well, maybe.
That's what I'm wondering. Are these the same billboards? So, 1904, Cy Young pitched the first perfect game in modern baseball as the Boston Americans defeated the Philadelphia Athletics 3-0.
Now, I told you this before. Let's see how your memory is. What's the difference between a perfect game and a no-hitter?
Like no bunts, no balks, no anything, just pure like wreckage, right?
A perfect game is 27 batters up, 27 batters down.
All right.
A no-hitter is nobody got a hit. You could walk somebody,
Yeah.
or somebody could get on an error, but nobody got a hit.
Okay. I'm still not getting it, but I don't,
No.
like, I fill my brain with useful stuff, not sports crap, you know?
That didn't make any sense to you?
Well, like, after a while it will, like, if I, like, study it. But,
in other words, you could pitch a no-hitter and lose 1-0. I'll really confuse you.
Huh. Well, let's not do that. But what's interesting is that we've had, it's funny. You've been on the show almost every day up until, your trip and everything.
Yeah.
And we've never covered a perfect game. While you're gone, we've had 1 or 2 perfect games.
Really?
Yeah. This is the second or third one that we've covered.
You need a perfect game for a perfect show.
Yes. 1905, Robert S. Abbott published the first issue of the newspaper Chicago Defender.
Hey, Abbott.
Yeah. Is that the same one, though?
No.
Okay.
No.
The trial in the Stratton brothers case began in London, England, and marked the first time that fingerprint evidence was used to gain a conviction for murder.
Oh, now that is huge.
Now, take this with a grain of salt, and I don't believe it personally, but all this AI stuff, now, AI technology has discovered human fingerprints are not as unique as we think. Although I think that's all bullshit, because they're, like, we already had several cases of people being wrongfully convicted by AI assistants. So I have a feeling that AI is intentionally trying to destroy everything, Because as soon as we rely on the system, we're slaves to it. So, 1908, U.S. Great White Fleet arrived in San Francisco. You know about the Great White Fleet?
No, I've seen that picture before, but
Yeah.
I'm not aware of it. Tell me what's
It's
going on.
basically like it was like a fleet of battleships and everything, and they painted them white, and they they did a whole like trip around the world.
Oh.
And it was all like, it was the U.S. flexing on everybody. Like, look at our fleet. Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this.
So these are warships.
They're warships,
yeah,
yes.
Okay.
Like, let me bigger this image here. You can see, they're military ships.
Yeah.
It's kind of difficult to see. Let me bring up an image so you can have Great White Fleet. Let's see here. See?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is a good shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but they painted them white, hence the name and everything. And like right here, this is all the ships actually that they had. It wasn't just battleships. It was all these ships. It looks like, but they you can't really see that well. But there's a line, and so like they went to. There's New York. There's down here. They went all the way around the world.
Okay.
Like they didn't just circumvent the world.
Yeah.
They're flexing on everybody. It's essentially they. Yeah, whoops.
This is before World War One.
Yes, it is. 1912, Soviet Communist Party newspaper Pravda began publishing. The old style was for the 22nd. We covered that, remember? On the 22nd of last month?
I don't.
Well, we talked about it, and it said the new style would be this date. So I said we'd cover it again eventually. 1916, U.S. Marines invaded the Dominican Republic, staying until 1924. That's 8 years later. No, not
9.
No,
1915.
No, 1916 to 1924. That's 8
years.
Yeah. Why are we there? So,
that I can't tell you. What's the subtext of that? I don't know.
Dominican Republic.
Yeah. I know what the Dominican Republic is, an island.
I'm going to do a surface level scratch of this article just to wonder.
Generally in the Cuba area.
Would this be the Spanish-American War? Military government of Santo Domingo. So, okay. Well, this lets us know. Invasion. Okay, well, we got in there for somewhere. So, Marines in...
We're still there to some degree.
DR.
Dominican Republic.
Yeah. I think maybe Spanish-American War? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
1917, Eugene Bullard gained his pilot's license from Aero Club de France and became the first black stadium military pilot serving for the French Air Service. Or I guess you're not really serving. He was working for them.
Yeah.
Or if that was a military, I'm not sure. Yeah. First black pilot. Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I still got to see that, like that Tigers, whatever, like the squadron, World War II, the black pilots. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do, and I can't remember.
Like Flying Tigers or whatever they're called. Something Tigers.
Something. I can't remember.
But it was like, like World War II, a whole squadron of black pilots. Because of segregation and all that stuff. I still got to watch that. 1920, Italian migrant anarchists Nicola Sacco and Bartolomeo Vanzetti. Eugene and Bartholomew, you don't see those names anymore these days.
No.
But you have David. That's been around since, like, freaking biblical times.
Well, Eugene, you hear people named Gene.
I guess so.
That's Eugene is short for that.
Ah, okay.
Or long for Gene.
We knew a Gene. Way back in the day. The skinny guy, remember? Like, did he build something? Gene?
Oh, yeah. Mashirkov. Yeah. Oh, I shouldn't say the name.
Well.
Yeah. He's pretty old by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gene. That's right. Well, his actual name was Eugene.
Well, okay. Yeah. 1920, Polish troops occupied Kiev. All right. We also have U.S. President Woodrow Wilson made Communist Labor Party illegal. I don't know. I kind of agree with him on this one.
Well, you do everything wrong.
Yeah.
But how does he have the power to make that illegal?
He's a president.
No, he can't do that.
Well, he did. So.
No,
we also have, it might have been allowed back then or something. I don't know. So,
it just goes against the Constitution.
Well, so do so many things that our government does, and they still do it. 21, the first ranger for Cleveland Metro Parks was hired. So like a park ranger.
Okay, yeah.
Park ranger. Miniature newspaper was published, the Brighton Gazette, at 10 by 13 centimeters. So it really is a small newspaper.
That's weird.
I guess to put in your pocket or something, or carry it on the go. Let's see if I. Oh wow, how are you gonna read that?
I don't know.
That can't be the same one.
Is that a joke or what?
I don't know. Maybe there's ads
that can't be. Yeah.
But I mean, I think this is real. That's wild. So
it is.
Yeah. 1922, after sharing the polo grounds with the New York Giants for 10 years, construction began on Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York City. Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, we've already gotten that Carnegie. Oh, we're gonna get to that in a little bit. Oh, we're gonna get to that right now. 1925, Afrikaans was established as an official language in South Africa. Oh. So it's showing me here, municipal, provincial boundaries, majority language, Afrikaans, English, Isi Nedibili, Isi Zosha, Isi Zulu, Sepedi, Sesotho, Setsawana, Siswati, Tishiva Ngada, Zitshazazanet, and no majority. These are all languages, primary languages in
couple of them I
South
recognize
Africa.
The names,
yeah.
Of the tribes or languages they had.
Oh yeah, like the Zulu and the Swati and all that stuff. It's telling me to image search this, which I'm going to do really quick, so that way, because there's another image here, and it shows that's not the right one. Oh, right here. It shows, I believe, more in depthly, like Zulu right here. According to 2011 census, so it actually shows you that the number has gone down. English has gone up. Tashonga has gone up. Southern Sotho has gone down. You can see where they're all, like all the green.
Mm-hmm.
And there's actually like percentages. It's still too small, but it shows you,
I
like,
see it.
so it's like this is a lot more in depth.
That one is pretty dominant. Upper right.
Afrikaans, yeah. Well, that's why.
Yeah.
This is the article. Afrikaans was established as an official language, and so.
Yeah.
So
it's spreading.
Yep. 1925, Dayton teacher John T. Scopes was arrested for teaching evolution in Tennessee. We also have Detroit center fielder Ty Cobb went 6 for 6. 6 for 6 with 4 runs, 5 RBIs, and 16 TBs. What's a TB? Tuberculosis? Like,
I think it's total bases.
Oh, okay. In Tigers' 14-8 win over the Browns at Sportsman's Park in St. Louis.
Now, do you know what it means when he went 6 for 6?
Nope.
Oh, no! How can you be my son? How's that possible?
Well, I don't know shit from Shinola about sport. I call the cycle the line. Like, I only know it as a cycle because, like, I found a way to utilize it to torture you. Speaking of which, fuck, I don't think
that means he went up to bat 6 times and got 6 hits.
Oh, okay. That's
total bases means he got a hit, would be 1 base. Home run is 4 bases.
Okay.
So we got a total of 16 bases or whatever it was.
Total whatever TB is.
16.
Oh.
Yeah, TB. It's got to be total base.
I was just thinking, is it a touch bound instead of a touchdown? Touch bound.
He's not quite there. He's bounding for a touch.
Yeah. 25 as well. Yankee Everett Scott was benched, ending his 1,307 game playing streak. Why would you bench him?
Who was that?
Yankee Everett Scott.
Never heard of him. Well, maybe gave him a day off.
Well, no, he was benched.
Well, if they gave you a day off, you'd be benched.
But then that ends the streak.
Well,
that kind of sucks.
It doesn't make sense, but they didn't elaborate, so you got to assume.
I wonder if he did something bad.
And he could have.
Yeah.
You think they would say he was benched for malpractice or something?
Out there, we're doing open heart surgery on the pitcher's mound. Hey, get on the bench. What are you doing, you knucklehead?
He was working on his glove or something, stitching his glove.
1 century ago, 1926, Sinclair Lewis refused the Pulitzer Prize for a novel for Aerosmith. A different Aerosmith. We spoke about this yesterday, actually. I think he was the only person to refuse a Pulitzer Prize.
Oh.
So,
I wonder if that's where Aerosmith got their name for the band, Aerosmith.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
Maybe. I don't know. 27, Dmitri Shostakovich's first symphony premiered in Berlin, Germany. Do you remember this guy? Dmitri Shostakovich.
Yes.
He's the one man Stalin couldn't kill.
That's right.
Yeah, this is his first symphony.
That's right.
Yeah. Like, he comes up all the time on this, but,
Yes.
but I don't cover, like, the majority of his articles because, like, but he is so prominent in history with his music and everything. This is his first symphony, so I have to give kudos there. 1930, Amy Johnson took off, becoming the first woman to fly solo from England to Australia. Wow. 30 as well, the 30 Bago earthquake, the former of 2 major earthquakes in southern Burma, killed as many as 7,000 in Yangon and Bago. Wow. Jeez. 32, Japan and China signed the... I want to show this really quick. So this is 32. They fixed it. Okay.
Fixed what?
Well, it used to be T space HE. Somehow they got a space in there. The Shanghai ceasefire agreement, making Shanghai a demilitarized zone. Yeah. 36, Edward Ravenscroft patented a screw-on bottle cap with a pour lip. So, a pour lip.
Yeah.
So, like, not a bad lip, but like to pour.
Yes,
so, P-O-U-R, not P-O-O-R. So, or, P-O-R-E, like, sweat gland pour. So, I just wanted to show this.
Look at that screw-on cap. That isn't it there.
No. Well, this is a screw cap right here.
Yeah.
Now, the different cap for bottles. A screw cap, the strengths are easy operation manually, no special capping machine needed, flexible for small order quantity. Weakness, simple close and open, no extra protection to avoid filfer. Risky for loose, sealed way manually. I don't know what a filfer is, but there's a filfer-proof cap over here. Strengths, filfer-proof, must destroy cap before open. Suitable for capping line for big quantity order. Cap thread applied by bottle thread. Cap will fit bottle 100% and will be in the same tightness. Weaknesses, need capping machine to work, need big quantity. Sealed way mechanically, so So like every time
Yeah.
you like this
And
would
they
be
snap.
this would be a filter fruit cap.
Yeah.
Because of the little black bar on the bottom.
It
You
snaps open.
You break it, there you go.
Yeah.
So that's cool. We just learned a little bit of something.
Yeah.
So,
Don't know what filfer is though.
neither do I. You know what? I'm going to look this up. What is filfer? What is filfer? If I'm steel, what? Oh, that's pilfer. Oh, pilfer.
Pilfer.
Pilfer proof. Oh, I'm just stupid. I don't know how to read things. 38. I'm out here reading things wrongly.
I was going with it. Of course, I don't read as you go. I listen.
38. MLB Philadelphia Phillies Harold Kelleher faces 16 batters. The pitcher faced 16 batters in the sixth as Cubs scored 12 runs. Both marks are National League records off one hurler in a single inning. That sounds impressive there.
No, that's unimpressive as far as the pitcher goes.
Well, I mean, like, not good, impressive.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
1940, Norwegian government in exile formed in London. During World War II, Norwegian campaign, Norwegian squads in Hegre Fortress and Vingilvisland capitulated to German forces after all other Norwegian forces in southern Norway had laid down their arms. So those are actually two different articles, but they're both about Norway.
Okay.
One's from the primary source right here, and this is from secondary source.
Where was it again?
Norway.
No, where is it? Harold what? Not Harold.
Harold.
No,
Norway.
I'm looking at the wrong way.
Right here? The
Yes,
Vinges
that's the one
Vingen.
I'm looking for.
Vinges Vingen.
I just wanted to
1941.
hear it again.
Two Fokker employees fled Nazi-occupied Netherlands to England. And Fokker is a type of aircraft. So they were aircraft employees or something. Not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure if they were stewards or mechanics, but they left. 41, Ethiopian Emperor Haile Selassie returned triumphantly to Addis Ababa. And the state is now commemorated as Liberation Day or Patriots Victory Day, according to other sources. So yeah, we spoke about this guy past couple of days, leaving and being worried and everything. 42, U.S. began rationing sugar during World War II. Okay.
Yeah.
43, the U.S. Postmaster General Frank C. Walker invented postal zone system. That's important.
And according to my parents, they did have ration. Well, I can't say that for the U.S. because they were in Canada, but they did have rationing in Canada also.
Yeah. Well, everybody did.
And there was no need for it, but they were trying to get everybody on board like they were participating.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. 44, Mahatma Gandhi was freed from prison again. So.
Yeah, again.
Again. So. 45, Dutch Prime Minister Peter Stuyvesant Gerbrandy announced to the nation on Radio Orange that they are liberated. Hooray! And we have Mauthausen concentration camp in Austria was liberated by U.S. forces from the 41st Reconnaissance Squadron. I don't know when we're going to find the time. Maybe if you ever do retire, you have so many shows to catch up on. Band of Brothers is such a much watch.
I know. I've never seen an episode.
That's sad. And it's made by what's his face Tom Hanks. Like Tom Hanks was very behind Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
And everything, and
he wasn't in the Band of Brothers though, as an actor.
No, but he was behind. He was a producer. He was a big mover and shaker behind it.
Okay.
But I think he spearheaded the whole project because he went from Saving Private Ryan. And they did a whole thing about the 101st and all that stuff. And then after that, they did the Pacific, and it was about the Pacific campaign and everything. I've seen a couple episodes, but I don't know why, it just doesn't have the magic as Band of Brothers does. I don't know.
And what was that one?
The Pacific.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah. 1945, Netherlands and Denmark were liberated from Nazi control. We spoke about that. Dutch, Denmark, Netherlands, all that stuff. We also have an uprising against occupying SS troops in Prague. The Prague uprising began as an attempt by the Czech resistance to free the city from German occupation. Everybody's figuring it out,
Yeah.
So, World War II, Admiral Karl Donitz, leader of Germany after Hitler's death, ordered all U-boats to cease offensive operations and return to their bases. Good call.
A lot going on in 45.
Oh, yeah. And we also have the Battle of Castle Eiter, the only battle in which U.S. and German troops fought side by side.
Oh.
Yeah, and there's a whole thing. There was an extremist German group or whatever. They didn't want to surrender, and they held up themselves in the castle. So U.S. and surrendered German forces took up arms shoulder to shoulder to take these guys down.
I had no idea.
Yeah, it was wild.
Whoa.
Yeah. 45 as well, during World War II, a Fugo balloon launched by the Japanese, or a balloon bomb launched by the Japanese Army killed 6 people near Bly in Oregon.
Yeah. Yeah, they just floated them across the Pacific, let the currents take them.
Yep. So we actually did take damage and casualties on sovereign U.S. soil outside of Pearl Harbor.
Yes.
And outside of the Aleutian Islands. Japan invaded, up there too, up in Alaska.
Yeah. Well, on the mainland.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Loons time!
Hey,
1946,
hey.
the International Military Tribunal for the Far East began in Tokyo with 28 Japanese military and government officials accused of war crimes and crimes against humanity. Yeah, they did some awful shit. So, 1947, Mississippi Valley flooding killed 16 and caused $850 million in damage.
Oh,
in 1947's money. Holy crap.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. 47 as well, Pulitzer Prize was awarded to Robert Penn Warren for his novel All the King's Men. We also have the first squadron of jet aircraft aboard an aircraft carrier in 1948.
Oh.
Yeah, it's telling me to image search this.
Yeah,
so
that's have you ever seen that picture? It's the one I'm thinking of.
Is it this one?
No.
What picture then?
It was they put a runway up on top of a ship.
Oh, the first aircraft carrier?
Yeah.
No, these are the first jets.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is 48.
Yes, it's way too late.
You're thinking of the Langley.
Yeah. Okay, it's way too late. My bad.
Yeah, you're thinking of this right here.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, no, it's an old repurposed, like, some kind of transport vessel of something like, oil or some kind of goods or something. They just slapped a deck on it. Yeah. But this is when jets.
First jets.
Yeah.
Okay.
And look at that. Zooming off of a carrier. How did you stutter with text? Like, that's skillful there. 1949, Detroit Tigers second baseman Charlie Gehringer was elected in the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Good for him.
Yep. And we also have the Statute of Council of Europe was drawn up. What does that entail? I'm going to look that up really quick. Just do a surface level scratch of this article to see. Statute of Council of Europe. Statute of the Council of Europe. 1949 multilateral treaty. An international organization open to all European states devoted to the pursuit of peace based on justice and international cooperation. The statute sets out the guiding principles of the organization to uphold human rights, democracy, and the rule of law, as well as the mandates and functioning of its 2 subsidiary bodies, the Committee of Ministers and the Parliamentary Assembly. So here we go, more bureaucracy. Great, that's just what we need. So
can't take in the Eastern Bloc.
It's
not democracy.
CE. No, well, Eastern Bloc, yeah, that's communist.
I know.
So, yeah. This doesn't tell me much, actually.
We had that whole World War II, and then ended up completely divided.
Yep. Well, that's what the system wants. It doesn't want people unified, because if they actually unified Europe after World War II, that would give everybody the idea of unification. They want to keep everybody divided. Everything in politics, at the end of the day, every country, every world leader is owned and controlled by the same puppet master, and that's the Rothschilds. 1952, Lucy does a TV commercial, also known as Vitameatagevamin. Episode of I Love Lucy premiered, gathering 68% of U.S. television viewers.
I think it's Vita Vitamin.
That's right.
Yeah.
The answer to all your problems is in this little bottle. Vitamita Vegemin contains vitamins, meat, vegetables, and minerals. Yes, with Vitamita Vegemin, you can spoon your way to health. All you do is take a tablespoonful after every meal.
Now you take some.
Oh.
Oh.
It's got alcohol in it.
Oh, it does?
It's so tasty, too.
Oh.
So, well, you'll see.
Yeah, no, I watched this earlier. I even have it. She does not look pleased.
But then she gets all drunk or whatever's in it.
Oh, I only saw that clip.
Yeah.
She must have drank it later or something.
Yeah,
I saw
it drinking it right out of the bottle.
I saw a picture of
What?
that, and then
Yeah.
I didn't see it in that clip.
That's
So it must have been later. Yeah.
it would be later.
Yeah.
But that was her just starting there.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would drink after that. 1954, General Alfredo Stroessner led a military coup in Paraguay, overthrowing the government of President Federico Chavez. That's not good. 55, Indian Parliament accepted Hindu divorce. Well, that's interesting.
Hmm.
Like, of course they get married. I wonder what the marriage, laws are for Hinduism and everything.
I have no idea.
Like, we all know the big three, and all that stuff. Well, mainly Christianity and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Jews have their own wedding ceremonies. For whatever reason, they step on a glass. Like,
Yeah.
isn't that...
Tradition. I don't know what it's
I mean, like that's wasting money, Like, you think that'd be the last thing that they'd do. But yeah, the General Treaty, 1955, West Germany was granted full sovereignty by its three occupying powers. The General Treaty, by which France, Britain, and the United States recognized the sovereignty of West Germany, came into effect. Mm-hmm. Excellent. 56 World Championships of Judo were first held in Tokyo.
Mm.
So, 1961, Alan Shepard became the first U.S. citizen in space aboard the Freedom 7.
Alan
Not
Shepard,
that guy.
yeah.
That guy. 62, West Side Story soundtrack album went #1 and stayed there for 54 weeks, which is more than 20 weeks
time.
longer than any other album. That's a good
Over a
sound.
year.
Yeah. 64, Separatists riot in Quebec, and they're still doing that today. They're still trying to, secede is the word.
Are they?
Yeah, well, Quebec is still trying, to my knowledge. Alberta definitely today is trying to secede.
To where? To make
Their own country. Yeah. They want to be independent. 1964, the Council of Europe declared May 5th as Europe Day. Now, I take personal offense to that because it's Cinco de Mayo. Okay? Now, the Council of Europe, I'll just bring this over here. It says the Council of Europe declares May 5th as Europe Day. But why? What makes today Europe Day? They have 364 other days of the year.
The council declared it. But
they're taking the thunder out of Cinco de Mayo.
No,
Mexico. Yes, they are. If they declared it on July 4th, I would be pissed.
There's independent days for 500 countries around the world. They have independent days.
Yes, but Mexico is actually worth a shit.
Oh, come on.
Many others aren't. No, many others aren't.
I don't see a problem.
Iran certainly isn't worth its salt. So, 65, first large-scale U.S. Army ground units arrived in South Vietnam.
Oh, boy.
Yep. And 69, Milwaukee Bucks signed the first NBA draft pick, star UCLA center Lou Alcindor, also known as
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yep. 1972, Attila, right? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, no, not Attila. The Attilata DC-8 crashed in west of Palermo, Sicily, killing 115. Alitalia, flight 112 crashed into Mount Longa near Palermo, Sicily, killing all 115 on board, making it the deadliest single aircraft disaster in Italy.
Wow.
Let's hope they don't break that record.
Yeah.
1973, Secretariat won the 1973 Kentucky Derby in 1 minute 59 and 2/5 of a second, an as yet unbeaten record.
Ooh.
I'm sure as yet though, like
What
back
does that
then.
mean? Yeah. From when to
Yeah.
when?
Well,
When was that published?
Well, I mean, like a lot of articles have said yada yada. Still a record or something, and I've gone looked in and seen that the record was broken long before the current year.
Yeah.
So I view every article as if it's like talking everything in past tense, So like if an article says this record had never been beaten, okay, it's never been beaten any time before it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
or
that's
whatever.
exactly what it means.
Yeah.
It may have been broken the next year.
Yeah. 75 as well, A's released pinch hitter Herb Washington, who played 104 games without batting, pitching, or fielding. He did steal 30 bases and score 33 runs. Wait, how do you steal bases without batting?
What do you mean?
It says here he played 104 games without batting, pitching, or fielding.
Oh, okay.
He did steal 30 bases and score 30. How?
Pinch runner.
Oh. How's that? They have somebody else hit for him? How does that work?
No, someone hit, and it's late in the game, and say he got a base hit, but they take him out with someone with more speed because they need a run.
Oh. Okay.
So you can have a pinch runner.
So somebody else did hit the ball for him.
No, he hit the ball, made it safely to first, second, or wherever he made it to.
Okay.
And then they said, "Get your fat ass out of there! You're too slow." So they bring in a pinch runner for him.
So that's not counting as batting?
Not the pinch runner, no.
Okay.
No, he didn't bat.
Baseball confuses the hell out of me.
No, let's get this straight.
Like a line?
Move on. You're right. We'll never get it straight. Just move on.
1979, Voyager 1 flew by Jupiter.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Without a cricket.
Hold on.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. Oh, yeah.
Well, we might still have a cricket article
Oh,
yet.
I know we have one.
Well,
somewhere.
I don't think so today, actually.
Ooh, that'd be a dream come true.
1980, siege at Iranian embassy in London ended as the SAS and police stormed the building. So Operation Nimrod, the British Special Air Service, SAS, stormed the Iranian embassy in London after a 6-day siege. 81 as well, after a 66 days of hunger strike, 26-year-old provisional IRA member and British MB member of Parliament Bobby Sand died in prison maze. 9 more hunger strikers died in the next 3 months.
Jeez.
And that's what this guy is. So this is what he looked like before and then after hunger strike. You know? Like, free Ireland already. 85, Ronald Reagan visited the military cemetery at Bitburg and the site of the Bergen-Belsen concentration camp where he made a speech. I covered, remember that one video I did years ago with that one guy with the awesome voice?
Oh, yes.
It was about Bergen-Belsen.
Oh, okay.
The hare hunt of Bergen-Belsen just just a few weeks before the end of the war. All those people tragically died.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
AO's time! 1987, Congress began Iran-Contra hearings. So during the Iran-Contra affair, start of congressional televised hearings in the United States of America. We also have Detroit Tigers were 11 games back in the American League, but went on to win the AL East.
Whoa.
They came back.
But they're 11 games back, but when?
Well, now. At this point in 87, they're 11 games back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if it was tomorrow, the article would be tomorrow. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay. Well, they had all summer to gain it back.
See,
so
I'm not the only one get confused about baseball. See? I'm getting some solidarity here. 89 as well, Mike Tyson got his second speeding ticket for drag racing in Albany, New York. Confiscated his car. He obviously is not learning his lesson. You know, obviously the fee wasn't high enough last time. You know, so hit him with a couple $1 million, ticket, take his car away, revoke his license, make him hurt. You know?
I wonder how old he was. I don't think was he a champion then?
Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
He was born in '66, so by '89 he'd be 23.
I didn't quite get the dates to get the
66 to 86 is 20.
Yeah.
This is 89. That's 3 years later, so 23.
Yeah.
So he'd be boxing, definitely.
Oh, he'd definitely be boxing, but I don't know if he was a world champion.
Yeah. But he was still acting like one. 91, a riot broke out in the Mount Pleasant section of Washington, D.C. after Salvadorian man was shot by police. Yikes. 94, U.S. teenager Michael P. Fay was caned in Singapore for theft and vandalism. So, like a cane.
Oh, yeah.
Caned.
It's really, I mean.
Yeah.
That's harsh.
Well, they don't have a high crime rate now, do they? Maybe we should take a page out of their book. You know? Start caning people.
What is this?
I don't know. One of those movements like,
A bobblehead.
Yeah. 1994, the signing of the Bishkek Protocol between Armenia and Azerbaijan effectively froze the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict. Great. 1 year later, we have the last basketball game at Boston Garden. Celtics eliminated from playoffs by Orlando Magic, 95-92. That was close. 97, Married with Children, final episode on Fox TV. 2000, conjunction of the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and the Moon. So all those lined up. Yeah. Probably not in a direct line. They're probably different on the z-axis, but they're all in a line.
Well, for us to visually look at it, it lines up.
Yeah. 2007, Kenya Airways flight KQ507 crashed in Cameroon. Kenya Airways Flight 507 crashed after takeoff from Douala International Airport in Douala, Cameroon, killing all 114 on board, making it the deadliest aircraft disaster in Cameroon. First Italy, now Cameroon. What's going on today?
I'm just glad I got off the plane by now before I read all this.
Now you know why I'm always freaking out. So, 2008, U.S. Columbia Records released Home Before Dark, the 27th studio album by Neil Diamond, topping charts in the U.S., UK, and New Zealand.
Yeah.
That's a lot of albums. 2010, mass protests in Greece erupted in response to austerity measures imposed by the government as a result of the Greek government debt crisis. That would cause it. Japan shuts down its nuclear reactors, leaving the country without nuclear power for the first time since 1917, or since 1970, not 17. We didn't have nuclear power in 1917. 1970, and this happened in 2012. So 42 years, and then all of a sudden no nuclear. We also have 5 people were killed after a limousine caught fire in Hayward, California, 2013. That's weird.
It is kind of a weird article.
2014, China announced it will upgrade Ethiopia's infrastructure in an effort to improve a China-Africa strategic partnership. Do not take the bait, Ethiopia. Stay away.
Yeah.
Stay away.
Yeah.
You think you have it bad now? Okay? You think you're an impoverished country now, Ethiopia? China will take you to the cleaners. They will find a way.
They got their hooks up.
Yeah. Stay away. 2015, here we go. The oldest known prehistoric bird was discovered. This guy.
Oh, let me see. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No, living?
No, dead.
Okay.
The oldest known prehistoric bird was discovered. Probably, I don't know. I don't think it was living, but like
No.
I image searched this, and they just
Well,
have.
I was meaning the species, not the
Oh.
actual birds. Not a bird still alive.
No.
But it couldn't possibly. The
No, this
species
is a
couldn't
fossil.
survive. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fossil,
Yeah.
and that is an artist's renditioning of it.
Yeah.
2015, scientists announced the discovery of the oldest and most distant galaxy known to man, EGS 81. But how far away is it? It's saying how old and how far away. It just said oldest and most distant. You didn't tell me shit about it after that. It's telling me to image search this. Oh, so it's okay. So this is the universal timeline right here. Okay, hold on a second. Will this open a new tab so I can bigger this? Let's see. I guess so. Oh, so the previous placeholder was, or the record holder was here, and then now the farthest galaxy Hubble has seen, and it's down here. And then there's the cosmic dark ages, first stars.
And then what's the orange there?
Heat, and then the Big Bang.
Heat.
Well, just the heat.
Yeah.
Everything
yeah,
like.
Yeah.
So. What do we got here? 2016, Fort McMurray wildfires. Canadian province of Alberta declared a state of emergency as evacuation of 80,000 people continued. And a couple days ago, we covered an article like it was 1.2 million people evacuated in 24 hours or something crazy in like
How's
China
that
or
possible?
India. I don't know. It was wild. 2018, electric cigarette exploded, killing a man in St. Petersburg, Florida. First death from a vaping product.
First the burning toilet. No.
Well, then the exploding wheelchair.
Yeah.
And then, well, actually, this was the first. Because the exploding toilet was news.
Yeah.
This is history.
Yeah.
And we did the news show more recently.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, like, if you vape or anything, be very careful about batteries. Don't puncture them, don't get them wet. Lithium ion will take pieces of you with it. 2019, King, oh god, Vajiralongkorn, that was easier than I thought, was crowned King of Thailand, the first monarch to be crowned in nearly 7 decades, that is 70 years, during a 3-day celebration in Bangkok.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah.
Long time.
Yeah. 2019, violent clashes between Israel and Gaza militants over 3 days have left 4 Israelis and 23 Palestinians dead. Once again, one-sided. 2020, São Luís in Maranhão state became the first Brazilian city to enter lockdown because of Kung Flu as its health services struggled to cope. And we have a week of mass protests occurred on this calendar date in 2021, and demonstrations against government tax reform and poverty in Colombia left 24 dead. Jeez. So, where is that one? I'm trying to find. It's 2021. There, right there. 2021 as well. Canada was the first country to authorize the Pfizer Kung Flu vaccine for 12 to 15-year-olds. Yeah, trying to kill them while they're young. We also have possible eviction of Palestinian families from a Jerusalem neighborhood began days of unrest in the city, injuring hundreds. Here we go again. Yeah. Brandon announced the U.S. will support temporary lifting patent protection on Kung Flu vaccines with the WHO. They really want to kill people with that. 2022, Karine Jean-Pierre appointed White House press secretary to President Brandon. First black and outspoken, maybe? Like, it just says black and out LGBTQ person in the role. That's a weird way to say that. Is that Mophead? Is that Mophead? Yes, it is Mophead.
Yeah.
She has a mop for a head.
Yeah.
Like, every time I see her, hold on a second. Like, hold on, Scrubs, mop head. Let's see if I can find the clip. Here we go. This is why.
Knock knock.
Who's there? Nurse Mophead. Nurse Mophead who? You have a Mophead.
That because she looks like she has a mop for her hair.
Oh, yeah, but that's not the person we're talking about.
No, but like the scene is what I think of every time I see her.
Yeah, it
It's
reminds
like,
you of that. Okay.
yeah, she because she has a mop head.
Okay.
You know. 2022, Sinn Féin, led by Michael O'Neill, won the most seats in Northern Ireland elections for the first time with 27 seats to Democratic Unionist parties, 25. We also have the World Health Organization, the WHO, study of excess deaths worldwide said 15 million more 15 million. More people have died than normal, far above the official Kung Flu death toll of 6 million. So they're just trying to push off even more fear-mongering. We also have Zimbabwe was in the midst of a severe economic crisis with unemployment at 90%, hyperinflation, and a falling Zimbabwe dollar, according to economic experts. Jeez. Does Zimbabwe even do anything? Like, how do they get their GDP? What do they do to economy, you know?
I'm not familiar with Zimbabwe.
Yeah. All I know is that they're a country in Africa, and they're one of the shithole countries I talked about, that they're less than Mexico. The World Health Organization declared, again, in 2023, the end of the Kung Flu pandemic as a global health emergency, finally. 2024, West Taiwan Premier Winnie the Pooh visited Europe for the first time in 5 years, arriving in France. Yep. We also have huge floods in Brazil's Rio Grande do Sul state reportedly killed 100 people, with 100 still missing. Some areas record 300 millimeters or 11.8 inches of rain. Now, I wonder, like, what does it mean by inches? Like, is it for every square inch, it's 11 inches, of rain, or is like every square foot, every square? Like, what do you mean 11 inches? Because if I go down the road and it rains more or less, then it's going to say a different number.
Yeah.
So where do you quadrant it off to say how much?
Well, they have certain points. They will take measurements, and it'll measure up a tube how much rain or how much precipitation fell and how much did it capture. And they'll say we had 3 inches.
But if you
that
use
doesn't mean you had it a mile down the road. It means you had it right there.
But
so then they'll generalize when they say we're predicted of 3 inches of rain tomorrow. Well, that's from their measurements in different spots. And then they'll see if it is.
Okay. 2025, just last year, Skype, the pioneering online video calling service established in 2003, was taken offline for good by Microsoft. I remember using Skype. Like, that was those were some fun times. Oh. And then, last but not least, the Vatican announced the Pope Mobile will be donated and converted into a mobile health clinic for wounded children in Gaza, Palestine.
What's the Pope going to use?
Probably an armored car now, like more armored or something. Like, I mean, like maybe it was an old model, maybe they have a new model. I mean, like the Pope Mobile today is not the same one from 1986 or whatever,
Probably not.
I mean, like,
you don't know that though.
Well, cars break down.
Not for the Pope.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm kidding.
Anyway, that shall conclude the show. We actually did it in under an hour.
Ooh, look at that.
Once again, please check the underbar of the description for any links that you may find interesting, including but not limited to all things Omni Coalition, and these links will be down there after this live stream, of course. A lot of history has and continues to be made on a daily basis, and we can only bring you a portion, between 2 different sources. We just covered all 29 of these pages in this past almost an hour. So, it is up to you to find the artifacts of our history, but only if each individual reaches out with and for open mindfulness, with a yearn to learn, to see outside what you think you know, to grow and find enlightenment. We have to find common ground with those who see their opinions differently from our own and find a better way to be better to one another. For your dose of Past Events Daily, we stream at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 Mountain, 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, respectively. For all of you and all of us, I'm Mayo Xander.
The good to be back, Golden Loon.
And UVRU, thank you so much for joining us once again. And until you catch us next time, whenever that is, wherever that is, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles!